Hi guys, welcome back. So till now you have seen how we built the design at our front end, made a database and linked both of them. Also we added some functionalities. Now we'll learn when a user clicks on this order now button here, then what to show and how do we function whatever we show. So let us think that whenever someone clicks on this button, we want to show a pop-up on which the user can enter their details like their name, address, mobile number and all those things. And after entering all those details, the user can confirm and finally place their order. So let's start and create a pop-up first on which the user can enter their details. Let's select a pop-up from our LMS tree and then let's create one. So here is our pop-up. Now we want the user to enter their details on this pop-up and we also want to show whatever they have ordered. So let's suppose they select any particular pizza. So we want to show the image of that pizza here, the name and description of that pizza here and the details here. So that after seeing that this is the final pizza they're ordering, finally they can enter their details and confirm their order. So first let's select image and create an image on which we can show pizza's image. So here is our image. Now we want everything to be dynamic. We don't want to upload image. So we'll just link it with the backend. So whatever the pizza user will select, like on whichever pizza's order now button the user will click, only that particular pizza will come here. So for that we'll enter the dynamic data. Let's click here, insert dynamic data. Do a search for. Type is pizza, definitely. Search for pizzas, first item, image. So like this, whatever the pizza the user will select, that image will automatically come here. Now we also want to show the name of the pizza. So let's select text and create one. So here is our text in which we'll write pizza's heading. So here also we don't want any static data, so we don't have to write any text. We'll just click here and insert dynamic data. Do a search for. Type is definitely pizza. Click on this more. First item, name. So here it will search for the pizza's name. Now if you want you can even remove style. You can increase its font size. Bold it because we want the name to be in bold. You can even do these things from here, like if you select name and then again click on more, there are so many options which you can choose. Like if you want uppercase, then the name will always be in capital letters. Now we also want to show the description of the pizza here so that the user can finally confirm that this is the pizza and this is the description they selected. So let's again select text. So this is a description. Now just like image and name, in description also we'll click here and insert dynamic data. Do a search for. Type will be pizza. Click on more. First item, description. So like this it will load that particular pizza's description here. So now we have showed the image, name and description of the pizza. We also want the user to enter their details so that they can order their pizza. So for entering details, we want the user to input anything. So for that, we'll use input. Let's just create an input bar here. The placeholder name will be, let's just write name. So here this is our input name in which the user can enter their name. The content format is definitely of text type. Let's copy paste it. The next we want the user to enter their mobile number. Let's just write mobile number and the content format will be text numbers only. Let's copy paste it again as we want the user to input their email also. Placeholder will be email. So here we have made our three entries. Now we want the user to also enter their address on which they want their order to be delivered. So generally address will not come in just one line. There are chances that address can be multiple lines. So for that we'll select multi-line input and then make our address box. So here in the placeholder we can write address. So here we have inserted the pizza's image, name, description, the details of the user in which the user will enter their details like name, mobile number, email and address. Now we want the user to click a button confirm and confirm his order. Like this is the final thing which he has entered and selected and everything is correct. Now he just want to confirm. So let's just create a button here. So here is our button. We'll just edit me and write confirm. Okay, so this was our pop-up on which the user will enter their details and place their order. Now we want it to function that way as well. So let me show you how. First of all, let me make one more pop-up because whenever the user will confirm this order, we want to show a pop-up kind of a thing on which it is written that your order has been placed. So we'll just close this pop-up, create one more pop-up. So here is our pop-up. Now we'll add a text on this. We'll just write congratulations. Your order has been successfully placed. We can just remove style and let's just write section heading. You can even bold it more. Section title. And then we can center it horizontally. If you want, you can even center align it. See, it looks much better. So here we have made two pop-ups. Now we'll just link them together. Let me show you how. First of all, whenever this button order now is clicked, we want to show, let me just rename our pop-ups. So now we have made two pop-ups. First is our pop-up C on which the user will enter their details. Let me just name it pop-up details. And let me just name this as pop-up confirm. Okay. So these were our two pop-ups. So this is our details pop-up. So now we want to change this image and description on details of this pizza for every button. Like if someone selects the farmhouse pizza and select on that order now button. So we want to show the image of farmhouse pizza only and the details of that particular pizza. So we want to change this data again and again. For that what we can do is we can set state of an element. So click on this pop-up details, click on this eye icon here. We can add a new custom state. The state name we can just write ID. By doing this, we are defining each pizza entry a unique ID. If this pizza is selected, then this is its ID and then this to show. So like this, things will work. The type will be text and let's create. So here we have created a state. Now let's close it. So now we have created a state, and now all these searches will make sense and show the desired result only. Like whatever the pizza a customer will select, only that particular pizza and its details will show here. Okay, now let's come to our workflow part. So click on this button order now. Start and edit workflow. So we want that whenever button order now is clicked, let's first set state of an element. Element is our pop-up details because we have already set state there of this particular pop-up. So here we'll use this only. The custom state will be ID which we created there, and value will be current cell pizzas unique ID. So by doing this, we are specifying the search. Like that particular pizza will only show. Now after we have set the state, we want to show an element, that is when this button order now is clicked, we want to show an element and that element is our pop-up details. Let's close it. So this was the workflow of our button order now. Let's go back to our design. So this was our pop-up details. Now when this button confirm is clicked, we need to figure out the workflow of this as well. Double click on this button, start and edit workflow. So whenever button confirm now is clicked, we want to show an element and that element is our pop-up confirm. Now we want to show a pop-up confirm, but there was also one thing that we want to hide because we don't want overlapping in our website. So we will hide an element and that will be our pop-up details because we don't want this particular pop-up to show and then pop-up confirm to overlap this. So we'll just hide it and let's close it. Let's go back to our design. Now let's preview and see if things work. So let's enter any name. So here we have farmhouse. Click on this button order now. See, as we clicked on farmhouse, only the name farmhouse and its detail which we entered in the database appears here and the image of that particular pizza only. Now you can enter your details whatever you want. Let me just enter. So now let's confirm. See, congratulations, your order has been placed. So this is how we added more functionalities into our website. We made pop-ups, different kind of buttons, linked them through workflow and all these things. So I hope you understood. In our next video, we'll talk about the email functionalities. So we'll have to figure it out and see how it works. So I'll see you guys in the next video.